Remarkable events in history have birthed a set of exceptional narratives, one of which involves people who have peculiarly had the chance to attend their own funeral. One such individual was Alfred Nobel. Number 1. Alfred Nobel, inventor and industrialist. Born on October 21, 1833 in Stockholm, Sweden, Alfred Bernhard Nobel was an accomplished inventor, scientist, and business magnate, best remembered for inventing dynamite. This notable discovery dramatically revolutionized construction, mining, and warfare, but it was his unexpected encounter with his own obituary that profoundly shaped his legacy. Alfred Nobel had a rich background in chemistry, influenced heavily by his father Emmanuel Nobel, an engineer, inventor, and industrialist. Growing up amidst such influences, Alfred invented dynamite in 1867, seeking to create a safer alternative to the unstable nitroglycerin used in construction. Over the years, Nobel acquired 355 patents globally, amassed considerable wealth, and established companies in over 20 countries. In 1888, Alfred's brother Ludwig died while visiting Cannes. French newspapers erroneously published obituaries for Alfred, believing it was he who had died, not Ludwig. One headline famously referred to Alfred as the Merchant of Death, remarking that Dr. Alfred Nobel, who became rich by finding ways to kill more people faster than ever before, is dead. This decision marked a pivotal point in Nobel's life, turning a misfortunate situation into an opportunity for change. The Nobel Prizes are now universally recognized symbols of international recognition for outstanding achievements in their respective fields, cementing Nobel's legacy as a patron of science, literature, and peace. It's an ironic twist of fate that a premature obituary led to one of the world's most esteemed awards. Alfred Nobel's experience serves as a compelling reminder of the power of legacy and the profound influence our actions have on how we are remembered. Despite his significant contribution to industrial and military operations with the invention of dynamite, Nobel is today celebrated as a symbol of intellectual progress and peaceful pursuits. Alfred Nobel died of a stroke on December 10, 1896, in San Remo, Italy. His last will and testament, which shocked and confused his family and the public, ultimately led to the establishment of the Nobel Prize in 1901. To this day, his unique story of attending his own funeral, or rather the encounter with his premature obituary, remains a potent symbol of self-transformation and legacy building. His life serves as a testament to the idea that it's never too late to change one's mark on the world. His legacy of the Nobel Prize continues to inspire and recognize individuals' significant contributions to humanity. Number 2. Timothy Dexter, eccentric businessman. Born in Massachusetts in 1747, Timothy Dexter was a man known for his unorthodox decisions and unlikely fortune. He began life humbly as a farm laborer, but his rags-to-riches story is an odd tale, filled with erratic business ventures, staged readings of his book, a peculiar display of statues, and indeed a staged funeral. Timothy's path to prosperity was unconventional, to say the least. Illiterate and from a poor background, he was not the typical image of a successful entrepreneur. His fortune started when he bought up depreciating continental currency at the end of the Revolutionary War. When the U.S. government decided to buy back this currency, Dexter became exceedingly wealthy overnight. His wealth did not lead him to conventional investments. Instead, Dexter made peculiar business choices that were often the subject of ridicule but turned out to be incredibly profitable. For instance, he shipped warming pans and wool mittens to the West Indies, a tropical climate where they were seemingly unnecessary. However, the pans were repurposed as ladles for molasses, and the mittens were bought by Asian merchants for export to Siberia. Despite these successful ventures, Dexter yearned for acceptance into high society, which was not forthcoming due to his eccentric behavior and lack of education. Undeterred by this, he authored a book titled A Pickle for the Knowing Ones, filled with ramblings and devoid of punctuation. When critics complained, Dexter released a second edition with a page of punctuation marks, instructing readers to pepper and salt them as you like. Number 3. Mark Twain, renowned author. Samuel Clemens, known by his pen name Mark Twain, was an eminent American writer, humorist, entrepreneur, publisher, and lecturer. Born on November 30th, 1835 in Florida, Missouri, Twain authored numerous beloved classics of American literature, including Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Twain's sharp wit, satirical prowess, and keen observations of American life and human nature made him a cultural icon. However, his illustrious career and literary contributions are not the only remarkable aspects of Twain's life. He also shared an uncanny connection with another extraordinary event, his premature obituary, which led him to famously remark on attending his own funeral. The peculiar incident unfolded during Twain's tour in London in 1897. While staying at the Metropole Hotel, he fell ill. His condition was initially considered severe, but he recovered promptly. However, rumors about Twain's ill health snowballed, leading to the spread of misinformation about his death. One American newspaper, hearing of Twain's alleged demise, reached out to him for confirmation. In response, Twain famously quipped, "The report of my death was an exaggeration," a phrase that has since been misquoted as, "Reports of my death have been greatly exaggerated." This opportunity to read his death reports was a strange yet momentous event in Twain's life. It enabled him to reflect on mortality, legacy, and the inaccuracies often spun by rumor mills. The incident even found its way into his literature. In chapters from my autobiography, Twain reflected on the absurdity of his death and his subsequent observations about the world's response. Twain's experience with his own death's false report underscores his ability to find humor even in grave situations, a trait that was reflective in his literature and personal life. His story provides a unique perspective on life, death, and the art of storytelling. The famous quote remains a testament to his wit, and an iconic reminder of the peculiar occasion when he had the bizarre privilege of witnessing the world react to his death while still alive. In Twain's unique case, the tale of attending his own funeral remains one of the many elements that make his life and legacy genuinely remarkable. Number 4. Marcus Garvey, political leader. Marcus Mosiah Garvey, Jr., born on August 17, 1887, was a renowned Jamaican political leader, publisher, journalist, entrepreneur, and orator. He was a staunch proponent of the Pan-Africanism movement and the Black nationalism philosophy. Through these, he advocated for a strong sense of unity among all African people as a way to collectively improve their condition. Garvey's influence extended well beyond the borders of his home country, impacting people across the African diaspora, especially in the United States. A prominent event in Garvey's life that has garnered historical attention was the publishing of his obituary while he was still alive. This unfortunate mix-up afforded Garvey the strange privilege of attending his own funeral, in a manner of speaking. In 1940, while living in London, Garvey suffered a stroke. This event coincided with a period when newspapers were filled with articles about the death of another notable person, Sir Percy Bunting, who was confused with Garvey due to their similar last names. The Chicago Defender, an African-American newspaper, picked up on these articles and erroneously published an obituary for Garvey instead of Bunting. The obituary, rather than lauding Garvey's accomplishments, painted an unflattering picture of him, describing him as broke, alone, and unpopular. The distress caused by reading these harsh words about himself is said to have contributed to Garvey's declining health. Though his life was marked by several controversies, Marcus Garvey remains a significant figure in history for his contributions to the Pan-Africanism movement and Black nationalism. The unfortunate incident of his premature obituary did not overshadow his work, but rather stands as a cautionary tale about the power of words and the lasting impact they can have. Marcus Garvey's story is a testament to the strength of a man who championed a cause greater than himself, proving that his spirit was undeterred even in the face of his own death's false reports. Number 5. Peng Jiamu, Chinese biochemist. Peng Jiamu, a renowned Chinese biochemist, made significant contributions to the fields of biology and pharmaceutical research. Born on October 16, 1925 in Shanghai, Peng Jiamu's groundbreaking work in enzyme research and his dedication to advancing scientific knowledge have solidified his place as a prominent figure in the scientific community. Peng Jiamu's research focused primarily on enzymes and their role in biochemical processes. His work centered on understanding the structure and function of enzymes, which are crucial catalysts for various biological reactions in living organisms. His groundbreaking discoveries advanced our knowledge of enzyme kinetics, molecular mechanisms, and the applications of enzymes in medicine and industry. One of Peng Jiamu's most notable achievements was his groundbreaking research on alkaline phosphatase, an enzyme involved in various physiological processes. His studies shed light on the enzyme's catalytic properties, substrate specificity, and regulation, contributing to a deeper understanding of its significance in cellular function and human health. Peng Jiamu's research not only expanded the frontiers of biochemical knowledge, but also had practical applications. His work on alkaline phosphatase laid the foundation for the development of diagnostic tests for diseases such as liver disorders and bone diseases. The assays he developed revolutionized the detection and monitoring of these conditions, greatly impacting the field of clinical biochemistry. Throughout his career, Peng Jiamu received numerous accolades for his contributions to science. He was elected as a member of the Chinese Academy of Sciences in 1980 and received the National Science and Technology Progress Award, among other prestigious honors. His dedication to scientific research and his passion for advancing the field of biochemistry earned him recognition both in China and internationally. Beyond his scientific achievements, Peng Jiamu was committed to promoting scientific education and fostering the growth of future generations of scientists. He played an instrumental role in establishing and leading research institutions, such as the Shanghai Institute of Biochemistry and Cell Biology, where he nurtured and mentored young scientists. Peng Jiamu's influence extended beyond his research and mentorship. His work paved the way for advancements in enzyme research and its applications in medicine and industry. His contributions continue to impact fields such as drug development, biotechnology, and clinical diagnostics. Sadly, Peng Jiamu passed away on November 25, 2014, leaving behind a lasting legacy in the scientific community. His work as a pioneering biochemist and his commitment to scientific excellence have inspired countless scientists and researchers in China and beyond. Peng Jiamu's story serves as a reminder of the transformative power of scientific inquiry and the importance of dedicated individuals in advancing our understanding of the natural world. His contributions to the field of biochemistry have left an indelible mark, and his passion for scientific research continues to inspire future generations of scientists in their pursuit of knowledge and innovation. Number 6. R. Bud Dwyer, politician. Robert Bud Dwyer, known as R. Bud Dwyer, was an American politician who served as the treasurer of Pennsylvania. Born on November 21, 1939, Dwyer's life took a tragic turn that would forever mark his name in history. His story is one of political scandal, public scrutiny, and a shocking event that unfolded during a press conference. In the early 1980s, Dwyer became embroiled in a bribery and corruption scandal. He was accused of receiving kickbacks in exchange for awarding a state contract. Facing the imminent loss of his political career, a trial, and the potential for imprisonment, Dwyer maintained his innocence and vehemently fought the charges. On January 22, 1987, just days before his scheduled sentencing, Dwyer called a press conference at the Pennsylvania state capitol. The purpose of this conference was to address the allegations against him and make a final plea to the public. What transpired during that press conference shocked the nation. Some argue that he was driven to this extreme action due to the overwhelming stress and public humiliation brought about by the corruption charges. Others believe that he wanted to make a statement about his perceived injustice and the flaws within the legal system. While Dwyer's name will forever be linked to the shocking event of his public suicide, it's essential to recognize that his life extended beyond that tragic moment. Prior to the scandal, Dwyer had a long career in public service, serving in various positions within the government. However, his final act eclipsed his accomplishments and left a lasting impact on the public's memory. The story of R. Bud Dwyer is a painful reminder of the complexities and challenges that politicians face, as well as the profound consequences of their actions. It serves as a cautionary tale, urging society to address issues such as corruption, mental health, and the ways in which we scrutinize and support our public officials. Number 7. Ken Kesey, author and cultural icon. Ken Kesey, born on September 17, 1935 in Colorado, was an American author and cultural icon who made significant contributions to literature and counterculture movements in the 1960s. His most famous work, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, became a critically acclaimed novel and a widely successful film. Kesey's literary career was influenced by his experiences working as an orderly in a mental institution, which provided him with first-hand insights into the oppressive nature of authority and the struggle for individual freedom. Published in 1962, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest challenged societal norms and explored themes of rebellion, mental illness, and the abuse of power. Beyond his writing, Kesey became a central figure in the counterculture movement known as the Merry Pranksters. Together with a group of like-minded individuals, Kesey embarked on a cross-country journey in a colorfully painted school bus named Further, seeking to break free from societal constraints and embrace a more liberated lifestyle. Kesey's influence extended beyond his literary achievements and countercultural exploits. He played a significant role in popularizing the use of psychedelic substances, particularly LSD, which he believed had the potential to expand consciousness and foster a deeper understanding of the human experience. Through his own experimentation and advocacy, Kesey became an emblematic figure of the psychedelic movement, inspiring generations of artists, musicians, and free thinkers. Ken Kesey passed away on November 10, 2001, leaving behind a legacy as a writer, cultural figure, and pioneer of the counterculture movement. His works continue to be celebrated for their profound insights into the human condition and their enduring relevance in the ever-evolving landscape of literature and social change. Number 9. Gabriel Garcia Moreno, former president of Ecuador. Gabriel Garcia Moreno, born on December 24, 1821 in Guayaquil, Ecuador, was a prominent political figure and statesman who served as the president of Ecuador in the 19th century. His presidency, spanning multiple terms, had a profound impact on the nation's development and left a lasting legacy. Garcia Moreno is widely regarded as one of Ecuador's most influential leaders. He implemented significant political, economic, and social reforms during his time in office, earning him the nickname El Patriarca, the Patriarch. Garcia Moreno was a devout Catholic and firmly believed in the importance of religion in governance and society. One of Garcia Moreno's primary objectives was to establish a strong and centralized government that would unify the country. He aimed to consolidate power, promote stability, and foster national identity. To achieve this, he introduced a new constitution that granted him significant authority, allowing him to implement his reforms effectively. Garcia Moreno's presidency was characterized by his unwavering commitment to conservative principles and the Catholic Church. He sought to strengthen the influence of the Church in Ecuadorian society, implementing policies that supported Catholic education and the clergy. His efforts included the expulsion of Protestant missionaries and the establishment of religious orders and institutions. Under his leadership, Garcia Moreno also prioritized education and infrastructure development. He invested in the expansion of schools, universities, and public works projects, aiming to modernize the country and promote intellectual growth. His policies aimed to create a society founded on religious and moral principles, as he believed this would lead to greater stability and progress. However, Garcia Moreno's presidency was not without controversy. His conservative policies, particularly his close alliance with the Catholic Church, drew criticism and opposition from liberal factions within Ecuador. Political tensions escalated, and attempts were made to remove Garcia Moreno from power, leading to a number of failed assassination attempts. Gabriel Garcia Moreno's story serves as a testament to the complexities of leadership and the far-reaching consequences of political ideology. His legacy continues to spark debates and discussions about the role of religion, governance, and societal values in shaping a nation's path. Whether celebrated or criticized, Garcia Moreno's presidency remains a significant chapter in Ecuador's history. Number 10. Lord Timothy Dexter, eccentric, 18th-century American businessman. Lord Timothy Dexter, an eccentric figure in 18th-century America, stands out as one of history's most unconventional businessmen. Born on January 22, 1747, in Massachusetts, Dexter's life was filled with peculiar choices and unexpected successes. From his unorthodox business ventures to his outlandish displays of wealth, Dexter left an indelible mark on the business landscape of his time. Dexter began his career as a farm laborer, but he eventually transitioned into the tanning business, which proved to be highly profitable. With his newfound wealth, he ventured into the shipping industry, where he made a series of unusual decisions that defied conventional wisdom. One of Dexter's most renowned exploits was his decision to ship mittens to the West Indies, an area known for its warm climate. While many questioned the logic behind this move, Dexter's unconventional thinking paid off when he discovered that the mittens were repurposed as protection against hot molasses while it was being ladled. This unexpected use turned a seemingly illogical venture into a lucrative opportunity. Another peculiar business decision involved sending bed-warming pans to the West Indies, a region where their utility seemed irrelevant. However, Dexter's intuition once again prevailed when he realized that the pans could be used as ladles for molasses, a commodity in high demand in the Caribbean. Lord Timothy Dexter's life was filled with idiosyncrasies that set him apart from his contemporaries. His unconventional business decisions, lavish displays of wealth, and staged funeral all contributed to his reputation as an eccentric figure. While his actions may have been perplexing to some, they also demonstrate his boldness, entrepreneurial spirit, and desire for attention and validation. Despite his eccentricities, Dexter's unorthodox approach to business and life allowed him to accumulate substantial wealth and carve out a unique place in history. His story serves as a reminder that sometimes the path to success lies in unconventional thinking and the willingness to take risks. Lord Timothy Dexter's legacy continues to captivate and intrigue historians, showcasing the extraordinary life of an eccentric 18th-century American businessman who defied expectations and left a lasting mark on the business world of his time.